Hey guys, today's on the cognitive and the behavioral. The cognitive and the behavioral, but before we get to this, please allow my brief prelude. As you know, I've conveniently recorded it for our mutual comfort, our mutual convenience, and our mutual luxury. And hey, listen, I've been around a few preludes in my years, and I'm telling you, this kid's got something, this prelude. It's particularly luxurious, kind of like a, what's under the sun, what's luxurious? What do you got? Really, a newfangled drone? Huh.
Hello there, my name is Robert Francis. You've stumbled on my Unconquering Schizophrenia YouTube channel.
Exceptionally
where
luxurious.
Me and the bird. That's right. We talk schizophrenia.
Drone is luxurious.
This is the cut of my jib right here for reasons of my medical confidentiality. I'm a licensed clinical social worker times 15 years.
Newfangled drone.
That's a lot of gabbing and chatting.
Very
I've been
luxurious.
diagnosed with schizophrenia for a score 5 and 1.
Indeed.
And that puts a little gray fleck in my beard.
Indeed.
Thank you for joining me on my channel. Now to topic.
So, the cognitive versus the behavioral. The cognitive versus the behavioral. Of course, the cognitive is our thoughts, and the behavioral, of course, is our behaviors. And why do I make this distinction? I mean, these are the two inherent realms, the cognitive and the behavioral. Well, the cognitive can get all sorts of messy, in not only in people with schizophrenia, but people with otherwise, just in the general public. It's particularly difficult to control our thoughts in an exact matter, for sure. If we can guide our mind in a certain direction, then well accomplished. The behavioral realm is a high locus of control in the behavioral realm. We can control our behavior much easier than we can control our cognitive mechanisms. So for me, with schizophrenia, I may be amid psychosis, I may be amid poor thought, delusional thought, distorted thought. Nevertheless, I have the locus of control of my behavior. I control my behavior. So I have learned that to really mitigate the cognitive, I don't even care what I think anymore. It doesn't even matter in a general sense. It matters with some, to some degree. Of course. And we try to stay positive in our thoughts and in the right framework cognitively. But we can entirely mitigate the cognitive and dwell more in the behavioral. So no matter if you're in mid-psychosis and you still have the behavioral realm as a recourse, and it's a major recourse. So despite psychosis, despite delusions, despite hearing voices, or whatever the cognitive turmoil is, don't let it translate into your behavior. Stay rational in the social environment, in your behavior, in the social environment. If you stay rational and cool in the social environment and act appropriate to context, and just manage your behavior, it's much easier to manage your behavior than to manage the cognitive realm altogether. Now, like I said, we want to manage both. But we can mitigate the cognitive of mid-psychosis. When you're in mid-psychosis, diminish the cognitive and focus on the behavioral. It's another recourse. And then the cognitive over time corrects itself. Knock on wood. So that's a little ditty on the cognitive behavioral. I feel personally there's so much more of a locus of control in controlling your behavior than your thoughts. Everybody struggles with controlling their thoughts. That's universal, including us with schizophrenia, because it is a primary thought disorder. So, you mentioned a newfangled drone. That's an amazing, luxurious item. Someday, the drone, I hear, is going to be delivering packages and pizzas and stuff. I can't wait for that day. If you want a pizza, then like 15 minutes later, a drone drops it off at your porch. How great is that? Very luxurious. Both the pizza and the drone. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.